All right, everyone, welcome to this video where our objective is that students will be able to solve or be able to create systems of equations and then use Desmos to solve. This kind of combines our two lessons from yesterday, where in the front group, when you were working with me, we worked to create systems of equations. And in the back group, you used Desmos to solve systems of equations. So now we're going to kind of take those two skills, combine them together so we can take word problems and solve them from start to finish on our own. Um, so let's get started. There's only going to be one example and one you do. So please make sure you pay attention very, very closely so that um, you can master it. There are many different types of systems of equations problems. This lesson will focus on one specific type. So maybe you'll notice a pattern. That doesn't mean these are the only kind of questions we can solve systems of equations with. It's just the only ones we're doing for this video. So let's dive into it. For the Forest Park basketball game, student tickets cost $4 and adult tickets cost $10. The school sells 120 total tickets and earns $960 in revenue. How much of each ticket did they sell? Well, we first have to identify our unknowns here. What information do we not know? We don't know how many adult tickets they sold, and we don't know how many student tickets they sold. That's what they're asking us to find out. All right. So our unknowns are usually what they're asking us to find out. So I can say that student tickets, sorry, it's hard to write on here, is S, and adult tickets are A. So I'm going to use variables to represent unknown quantities, right? Variables are they just represent unknown numbers. So now I need to create two equations. Since I have two variables, I need to create two equations. And so I'm going to read this information again. Cost $4 to go, $10 for an adult ticket. The school sells a total of 120 tickets. With this sentence alone, I can make an equation. The school sells a total of 120 tickets. Sorry, I just want to erase this and underline a little better. The school sells a total of 120 tickets. So that means the amount of student tickets and the amount of adult tickets combined together equal 120. So I could write that as a math equation as A plus S equals 120. Right? The amount of adult tickets plus the amount of student tickets is equal to 120. That makes sense given this information I just got right here. All right. Now let's look at the rest. They made $960 in revenue, cost $4 for a student ticket, $10 for an adult ticket. Those are kind of my last. Those are some of my other pieces of information. I'm gonna underline these actually in blue and write the second equation in blue. All right, so a student ticket costs $4, so I can say the amount of revenue they get from a student tickets is equal to 4s, $4 per student ticket. 4s, $4 per student ticket. You write that as 4s plus. Well, they get $10 per adult ticket, so plus 10A. That's all equal to their total revenue, 960. And so now I have two equations. A plus S equals 120, and 4S plus 10A equals 960. I can now use Desmos to solve. My last step is that Desmos only accepts X and Y variables. So I'm going to say that students is X and adults is Y. All right, let's exit out here and pull up the Desmos graphing calculator. The Desmos graphing calculator. I don't know why the writing went away. Hopefully it's still there. I remember the equation. So I had X plus Y equals 120. That's the amount of student tickets plus the amount of adult student tickets. And 4X plus 10Y equals 960. So X is the amount of adult or the student tickets, and Y is the amount of adult tickets. So it looks like, because remember, these are always X comma Y. These are always X comma Y. So it looks like they sold 40 student tickets and 80 adult tickets. Remember, it's always the intersection that we're looking for here. So these intersect at 40, 80, where X is the amount of student tickets and Y is the amount of adult tickets. So I can pull back up and see if the writing comes back. Dang. All right. But I now have my answer. Um, my answer is 40 student tickets and 80 adult tickets. All right. And so we used we created the equations, and then we used Desmos to solve. All right. Here is the you do. I want you to pause. You will only get good at this if you try on your own. Simply writing down what I do will not get you good at this. I want you to pause, try the you do on your own. Okay. Hopefully you're unpausing because you solved this question on your own. It's time for us to go over it. I'll go over it a little quicker since it is a you do review. A fundraiser sells brownies for $3 and a cookie for $2. And cookies. They sell a total of 35 baked goods and earn $95. How many brownies did they sell? How many cookies did they sell? Well, my unknowns here are clearly cookies and brownies. I'm going to use B and C to represent brownies and cookies. They sell a total of 35 baked goods. So I can write an equation with that saying, well, the amount of cookies plus the amount of brownies is equal to 35 because they're only selling cookies and brownies. Sorry, I got to erase that 5 and make it a little better. All right, and then I'm going to make an equation from my other information. The brownies, it's $3 per brownie. It's $3 per brownie. So I can say that as 3B. And $2 per cookie. And kind of represents plus. So that's where the plus comes from. $2 per cookie equals, well, they earn $95. All right. And so now I can plug these into Desmos. Well, actually, before I do that, I need to designate what's going to be what. I'm going to say cookies is X and brownies are Y. Brownies are Y. All right. So let's pop over to Desmos. I guess when I hit escape, the equation, all my writing goes away. It's annoying. So, all right, we had X plus Y equals 35. And what did I say? Cookies were X, so it's 3 for a brownie plus 2 for a cookie. And they made 95. My answer is going to be where they intersect. I said brownies were X. So the X value, or so I said cookies were X. So the X value is 10. So that means they sold 10 cookies. And the Y value is 25, which means they sold 25 brownies. So our answer to this question is 10 cookies, 25 brownies. All right. That's it for this video. Please reach out if you have any questions. You know how to find me, and get started on your practice problems.